right now we're at the point where I've got these strips cut that we're going to be putting on the stems of the canoe. You've got your 3/4 inch inner stem, 3/4 inch outer stem, all cut by way of 1/4 inch pieces. But I needed to come up with a way to steam these, and I've never used a steamer before. And so I've watched a bunch of videos on how to do this, and I just went down and picked up some of this ducting material. We'll just, I think what I'm going to do is drill some holes in it, and then I'm going to cut up this wired coat hanger, and I'm just going to run these through the pipe just so that we can keep the material or the wood strips from sitting right on the bottom of the tubing. So it'll keep it up off so that that steam's getting all the way around the material. We'll probably, I don't know, maybe put it about 1/3 of the way up on the tubing from where the floor would be. So I'll just start drilling some holes and start putting this together, and you can kind of watch.
We interrupt this broadcast for a brief message from Ruger.
Welcome to our band vlog, and today we are singing Itsy Weetsy
Don't you dare jump on the
Spider.
chair. Now we start.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Itsy weensy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. And right up all the rain, and the itsy weensy spider went up the spout again.
And now 2 more.
Now back to our regular programming.
Okay, so for the steaming, what I've done is on this end of the box, I've just plugged it up with some towels, got it nice and tight on that end. And then, as you can see on the inside of the tube, I've just spaced them so that the steam is going to get all the way around each of those pieces. And then I just got one of these inexpensive off Amazon steamers. I put a couple of stands underneath the tube just to kind of hold it at a level to where that nozzle can kind of be in an area that is going to work. And then I've just got some old strips of towels that I'm just going to slide over this nozzle, with the nozzle coming out of this side to just kind of plug it up inside that hole. So once this thing gets up to temperature, we'll actually find out if this works. So I've got everything hooked up. I just put a clamp on that trigger just to hold it, but you maybe can hear it, maybe not, but it's going, so we'll let that go for probably 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes. I think they said it only takes about an hour per inch of wood, and with 1/4 inch strips, it should be done in like 15 minutes or so. But we'll just, to play it safe, I'm going to let it go for about 20 minutes, and then we'll bring them over to the Canoe and start putting them on the forms. So at this point you can kind of see the steam coming out of this end. You can kind of see it coming out of the different seams on that tube. So it's definitely working. And it's hot to the touch, so good deal.
When pulling these pieces out of the steamer, you've only got about a minute to get these things in place. And as you can see, we're not gluing them together right now, we're just clamping them to take shape. We'll come back after they've fully dried and glue them together in 2 separate pieces, the inner and outer stem.
And now, a Gomer Pyle moment.
Golly, 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 golly.
When laminating those inner and outer stems, there's 3 pieces on the inner stem, 3 pieces on the outer stem. Put a 7th piece on the outside, because as you make that bend, sometimes the wood will want to splinter out, and if you have an extra piece over that, it will help prevent that from wanting to break out. I learned that on one of the stems I was doing. I had to redo it.
Shazam! 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 Shazam!